while we focus on also what's happening in the courtroom as far as the violence outside Jamia on Sunday is concerned. We're getting in some updates now. In fact, the police, we're getting in some updates and just picking up some updates also from our reporters inside the courtroom. And the lawyer for the CAA protesters has told the Supreme Court that the police must have prior permission of the VC of university before entering the premises. So the arguments are on. In fact, Colin Gonzalez, who's a senior advocate appearing for the students and the protesters, urging Supreme Court to send former judge to AMU for fact-finding. Now, these are developments inside the courtroom, but we're also picking up some critical observations of the Chief Justice of India on the act of these protesters, so-called protesters, who set buses on fire. Rhythm, you are picking up those details on what the Chief Justice of India is saying about the vandalism. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so so let's now work, Niranjan, move towards and shift focus to the Jamia violence case that is being heard currently as we are speaking in the top court. Solicitor General of India, now taking on a very strong position here, taking on the side of the Delhi police, is saying a rumor was spread from Jamia that 2 students had died. The Solicitor General of India also giving out details about what happened. He has also said he's also said no student has been arrested. Out of all people arrested, not one is a student. The Solicitor General appearing for the Delhi police clarifying right now all the arrests that had been made, not a student has been arrested. He's giving out great details about what happened. He says 31 police personnel were injured. The Solicitor General of India also gives out 20 private cars, 4-wheelers were set on fire. So look at the kind of damage that was caused to private property. The Solicitor General says 4-wheelers caught on fire, 67 people were injured. He's also right now saying 31 out of them were police people. He says not one is a student.
We have some big breaking news coming in. Sorry to interrupt you there, but the Solicitor General has just confirmed a big development that they had a written communication from the proctor of the university that some students were creating a law and order problem and police force was requested. This is huge. For the first time, there is a version that the college proctor himself asked for extra police force. Did Jamia ask for extra police force? There is written communication from the proctor of the university that some students are creating a law and order problem and the police force is requested. This goes on to puncture the entire narrative of what they tried to say, that the police forced their way inside the Jamia University. This is a big development, very, very big development. Nalini getting us those details from inside the courtroom. Rhythm, this is big. It goes on to puncture the claims made by many people.
Yes, so let's get an understanding of what's happening inside the courtroom as there was this case of the Jamia case started in the Supreme Court. We heard the Chief Justice of India make certain observations asking about whether there was a law and order breakdown, whether buses had been burnt. Now answers coming in from the country's topmost law officer, Solicitor General appearing in the case, who has now said, we only went into Jamia because we got a communication from the university. Some students were creating a law and order issue and the police force is required. The version of the police finally coming out from the government and a clear version that says proper orders had been followed by the police and proper documents are with them. The government has also requested through Solicitor General to be able to file their submissions in the court. Now the big breaking news that's coming in, all the details of this case are now being given out. The court is now being told by the Solicitor General, and viewers, now we're going to list out the details here. 20 private cars, 4-wheelers were set on fire, 31 police personnel out of 67 were injured. This is the official police version coming in from the top court of the country. The Solicitor General is now giving a clarification of why a police force even entered Jamia. They're saying a written communication is with them from the proctor of the university that some students were creating a law and order problem and a police force is required. This is massive, viewers, because now as the order is being dictated, we are clearly now stating that very clearly the Delhi police version coming out. The Delhi police official version is that they were called by the Jamia University because there was a law and order problem.